Right, -1. Now, I need to say this again. This says we don't include -1. And what am I doing? I'm plugging it in anyway. Well, I'm doing that because uh, we can at least see where that open circle is. So here's -1 on the x-axis, and we'll say that this is -1 on the y-axis. And so the hole is going to be right there. Now this thing has a slope of 2, so we need some more room. I'm just going to kind of guess it and make the line look like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and graph this other part, h of x, which is equal to x, and our domain is x is greater than or equal to -1. So this time we include -1. So I don't feel so bad now plugging -1 in, and we get -1. So I take -1 and I plugged it into our function, and we actually get -1. So guess what happens here? I'm going to put this in a different color. We're actually filling that dot in now. We're filling it in. And to graph this, it's going to look like something like that. I'm trying to make the slope of this red line a little bit less than the slope of the blue line here, because the slope of this line, this has a 1 as a coefficient, so its slope is just 1, right? This has a slope of 2, so it's going to be a steeper slope. But anyway, this is the graph. Now look here, it's all in one solid piece now. See that? Of h of x, right? So hopefully you're getting the hang of this up to this point. What else have I got in store here? I got any more examples? Yeah, I got another example here. Okay, let's look at maybe one more. Oh boy, we're in red. I guess that's okay. It's nice to see different colors every once in a while. -3x plus 1, and x is not equal to 2. What does that mean? And then 4, x is equal to 2. Okay. We'll go ahead and go back and use the black marker. Okay. Oh, I don't know if I told you this or not through all these videos or whatever, but you know, this is a whiteboard, and I'm actually standing up here in front of this whiteboard, except I'm wearing a cloaking device. You can't see me. Isn't that interesting? You cannot see me. I am standing in a classroom, and you can't see me. I've got this new technology. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and graph this guy. Now I'm going to just say something here. Because this says x is not equal to 2, what about all the rest of the x values? Okay, we can use we can use the whole real number system, all the reals, except we cannot use 2. That's what we're saying here. Alright, so we need to go ahead and graph this. So the y-intercept is, we plug 0 in for x, we get 1 out. So we know it crosses here. Actually, you know what, let's find out where the hole is, because there's a hole in the graph at 2. So why don't I do that? Even though it says not to use 2, I'm doing it anyway because we want to find where this hole is. Alright, it seems like I'm telling you one thing, and then before you know it, I'm doing the next. -5. So at 2, which we'll say this is 2 here. At 2, we have a hole at -5. Okay, which is about right here. All right, which means that our line is doing something like this. Now keep in mind that there is a hole in the graph right here. Okay, there's a